Need is 300 likes on this video. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Please hit that like button. And please make sure you donate to the channel so I can keep on bringing y'all great content. I love y'all.
Yo, notice the people, this ain't no sequel. Eagle in the sky, coffee on the side, crown on high.
Welcome back to another episode of People. Man, can I please get y'all to hit that thumbs up button and, man, bang on my bell for me and subscribe to my channel. Now, this right here story I'm finna tell y'all, I really, truly don't know too much about it, but from my understanding is, man, I think the girl Holly is truly innocent. I think that she did the right thing. And the reason why I say that is because I got videos of the girl Mika coming to their house. And you know, her baby daddy house with baseball bats, with bricks, sticks, bottles, and threaten them. Just in case if y'all don't know, y'all never seen this, just in case if y'all think I'm lying, don't know what I'm talking about, man, I want to show y'all that I really truly got this, and I got some raw footage of her being recorded going to their house. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I said she was. Check me out. Now, whole time, let's keep it a buck. Y'all know I gotta keep it a grand every time y'all come off on my channel. If y'all was in Holly position, she's pregnant. She's a pregnant woman. She's dealing with Carlos, right? Mika is not dealing with him no more. Romeca was a big old bully. If you seen them pictures, man, when I show y'all these videos, y'all really gonna understand what I'm saying. She was coming to their house. She was coming around them whole time, always starting stuff. She was hurt. Carlos was hurting her, not intentionally. He was hurting her just for the simple fact that he didn't want to be with her no more. She knew that. He was having a new baby back. You dig what I'm saying? And Mika, knowing this, she couldn't take it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So, man, the girl, her heart was so broke to the point where she just couldn't let go of the situation. That's all that was, you know, and everybody act like they don't know what's going on. Man, us real street people, we know how it go. Us real pimps, players, and hustlers, and people that's used to relationships and things like that. People that's used to their man and their woman being in a toxic relationship. We know how it go. That's how it usually go when somebody move on, right? The other person can't take it, and that's just how it was with Mika. Mika would pull up any time of the day, jump out the car with a baseball bat or a 2x4 and be threatening people. Man, she had that girl Holly so feared to go anywhere. Man, I can just imagine Holly going to the store at night. You know what I'm talking about? With her glamour on her. And man, listen here. First of all, hold on, y'all. A lot of people cannot take that. A lot of people is not built for that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. When I was off in the streets, I felt like I wasn't even built for that, to be having my blammer on me and to be pulling up in a gas station. Let me get 10 on 6. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? And be watching out at the same time, especially if it's dark, right? You gotta pump your gas. You got blammer on you. That's a whole war. That's a whole war, and that type of thing right there will, man, destroy your mental. So I'ma tell you like this, Holly mental was highly destroyed, right? Holly wanted Mika gone, and if the family listen, I promise you, I swear, I do not want to make it seem like, you know, she deserved to be, you know, unalived or nothing like that. I just feel like, where was y'all at when the videos was all circulating on Facebook and social media and everything? Where was the mama at? Where was the mama at then, before she got unalived? You didn't see the mama in none of the videos. You didn't hear about the mama, you know, trying to stop her daughter from going to them folks' house and doing what she was doing. You didn't start hearing about the mama until, you know, man, Mika came up. And hold on. I just want to say this. That's what I be saying about Chicago. Y'all already know, man, 9 times out of 10, this type of thing is gonna happen. And when it happens, what give you the nerve to be crying? You know what I'm talking about? All in court talking about you want justice for woo. And you know, I can't believe this done happening. Why you can't believe it? And how do you possibly want some justice for something that your daughter started? Your daughter started all of this. I'm sorry, I just gotta keep it funky. Every time y'all come up on this channel, that's how I'ma keep it, because I know people, and I'ma speak about people, and I'ma keep it all the way real. From what I think, what I say, I think that yes, it was self-defense. I done read up on some of the laws in Illinois. Okay, now, if you ask me, this is the reason why Holly was brought back to court with 5 or 6 new charges. And this is the reason why she's locked up. Now, I went to Google and I Googled Illinois self-defense law, right? And this here is what I came up with. Illinois self-defense law allows reasonable force to protect yourself, others, or property from imminent unlawful threats, but requires a duty to retreat in public if safe, as it's not a stand your ground state. Force must be proportional to the threat. Example, non-lethal force for minor threats, deadly force only for death, great bodily harm, or forcible felonies. Key factors are reasonable belief of danger, the threat being immediate, and the defender not being the aggressor. Now see, I got real curious about this word imminent. Now, I understand it's a lot of people that don't know what imminent means, so I went and looked the word imminent up. The word imminent plays a major part in this here. Imminent means something is about to happen, very likely to occur at any moment, or looming in the immediate future, often used for something unpleasant or significant like an imminent danger, imminent eruption or imminent arrival. Holly life was in danger because I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If Holly would have never got her first, even though Holly put out that police report, if she would have never got her first, man, 9 times out of 10, Mika would have came and laid her down. Mika would have came and blew her and the baby down that was off in Holly's stomach. Since I done heard that, you know, Holly is put back in jail with 5 charges. Now I'm like, oh no, that's some BS. I'ma just keep it funky with y'all. It's some BS, and I don't think they gonna give her no bond. I think they want her to sit, all because she a young black woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. And because they got her family, Mika family, off in them courtrooms, off in them, you know, the hallways in Cook County Jail.
I just want to say thank you to the state's attorney, to Detective Tiros. You did a great job. I truly appreciate it. To the Attorney General. It's been 3 months of pain and agony. I just want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you. Justice, please. I just want justice. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody. I just want justice for my daughter. And I want peace in my family. This has been such a hard 3 months. It's been painful. It's been we've been torn apart. One of the leaders of our family, she was the baby, but she was the leader. The holidays are not holidays. I'm just grateful to God. And I am happy on today's verdict. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And all I want is to be done, is justice to be done. I want justice so I can have a peace and mind. It won't bring her back, but it will be a little peace now. It feel like a big bundle just been lifted off my head and my heart. And I truly appreciate everyone that stood by me, rallied with me, supported me and my family, because it meant a lot. And I thank the world, because the world helped me and God. I thank y'all so much. I thank news people. I think the Facebook, social media. You guys was there for us. You guys stood there with us. You didn't let us down, and you still are there. And I thank y'all so, so much. I couldn't have did it with y'all. I couldn't have made it this far without y'all. You and you. I love you girls.
Thank you.
You hear me? And I thank y'all so much.
So we're happy with the verdict.
And we're happy with the verdict. Justice for me. 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 Justice for me.
We won't keep you too much longer. We're just wondering, how is your grandson doing? I know, it's obviously.
Carlos is doing great. He has always been doing great. He has a strong mother. He has a strong grandmother. He has strong aunties. He has strong uncles. He has a village. Carlos may be hurt for the rest of his life, but we make sure he see rainbows in his clouds. Okay? Nothing will ever change about that. There is nothing he needs that we cannot provide. He is perfectly well. He is happy. He is thriving. And even when he feels his lowest, we pull him out of it together like we do with each other. He is a superstar like his mom, and he's going to show her better than he can tell her.
Yes. Ma'am, can you give her name? Romeca. My name is your name.
Your name? Frederica F.
My name is Dreka. Dreka. And I'm the sister they don't like to put in front of the camera, so I'm going to leave now.
Of the support, yes. We had to be moved from 102 to courtroom 700 because of the support that's behind us. We overfilled the courtroom and the other people couldn't sit down to hear their cases. So it was transferred to 700.
Yes, all this love, all this support. We as one. We did it. This is all family. We did it.
We paid the city fee.
We paid the city fee. Yes. We paid the city fee
for you. My name is Tina McMiller. We have a TINAMCMILLER. We have a song that was made for Romeca. Can we do one little verse for y'all? Y'all ready?
Yes. Yes.
Come on, let's go. We gon' take the pity pink for you. Roll, we gon' take the city pink for you. Me.
We got it. Yo, we did it.
Love y'all.
Birthday to you. It's the best birthday gift ever.
Happy birthday, son, sister.
Happy birthday.
Wait a minute. It's her birthday. It's her sister. It's her birthday. Her big sister. It's her birthday today. And this is the best news that she needed because she's been down and it uplifts her today. So we're going to celebrate in honor for the good news in her birthday. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Excuse me. Can I sit back here, Jack? Can I sit back here?
Every time we come to court, we wearing this justice for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
They crying. Man, this made the world news. So yeah, they brought up, man, 5 more charges on the girl. And this ain't, man, listen here. You know what? I'm finna put a video on right now of Holly lawyers and how they talking. Man, they already know it's a bunch of BS. They already know. They got a good case and they know they finna eat this case all the way up. Check it out.
I'm just going to read you the facts because that's, to me, is what matters. Now, keep in mind, when I say facts in this case, I'm talking about what was factually filed. Now, some of this is allegations, and I merely mean allegations because this is someone's point of view of what they say happened or their narrative of it without anything else to support it. So that's what I mean when I say facts versus, you know, for example, I can say I was hit by a car, but video may show that Tia Ewing was never hit by a car. So I can say whatever I want, but the facts have to work out for themselves. So in this case, I will try to highlight as best I can these 20 pages. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot. To boil this story down to just that small increment of time that I just did on the news was very, very difficult to pull off. And I'm going to walk you through what Quadajah HollyJohnson's attorney is saying in this case. And that's what we'll focus on. The facts themselves, and when I say facts, this was factually filed. Now, is everything in here fact? We don't know. The court process will prove if it's fact or not. But in terms of the actual filing, this is a court document that was actually filed. And it was actually filed in court on Monday. So the 5th at 3:58 p.m. It has a timestamp on it. Now, I'm not going to publicly put this out because there are circumstances in here and people's names that, in my opinion, deserves to be protected. So I'm not going to get into the who, where, why. There are witnesses which I have received several emails of people saying that some witnesses have been threatened. Some witnesses' safety have been thrown out there. So yeah, according to them, noise canceling headphones allegedly were worn by the star witness in this case, one of the star witnesses. Okay. So what I did was boil this down into 8 different slides, okay? I didn't air 8 slides because that would be a lot on TV, but I did boil it down to 8 slides. Instead of doing that, I'm going to go through the portions in which I highlighted that were really like, wow. Okay. So let's start out with this part, and I'm going to try to make this quick. I need to see what time my next hit is. Hold on a second. Okay, my next hit is at 5:30. Okay. So, So one of the things that R.E. Williams, who is the attorney for Quadajah HollyJohnson, is pointing out is that this. I'll read you what it says so that there is no discrepancy in what I'm saying, because I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying, cut it out, and change the context. I don't want that. I want it to be straight from this. So I'm going to read it, but I'm also going to protect people in this. So if there is someone, for example, who is named and they should not be named, I'm not going to name them. Okay, so if there's a witness, I'm not going to name them, because what I don't want to happen is someone to go find them, looking them up, bothering them, knocking on their door, because they're a witness. Whatever they think they saw or say they saw is what their narrative is. We can't change that, and that's not our job, and that's not your job. So for you, those of you who I have been sent several things about people trying to intimidate witnesses, that's not your job. Let the legal process play out. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's get to it. So page 3, and this is stuff that I highlighted that I thought, oh, that was important. It says this new information. So since Ms. Johnson's last detention hearing, counsel has since had the opportunity to speak with her family, review discovery, and understand more about the case than previously proffered, as well as Mrs. Johnson's background. This new information constitutes a change in circumstance sufficient to warrant a redetermination of Mrs. Johnson's detention status, where this court solely relied on allegations that were made against Mrs. Johnson to initially determine her custody status. This court should reconsider its ruling and order less restrictive means. The state is unable to meet its burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that the proof is evident and presumption is great that Quadajah Johnson in fact committed this offense. The circumstances and facts of this case do not weigh in favor of any of the factors courts consider when determining whether a defendant poses a real and present threat to the safety of any person. Okay? I went on to highlight, in establishing self-defense, the defendant must show some evidence that unlawful force was threatened against them, the danger of harm was imminent, the defendant was not the aggressor, that she actually believed that a danger existed, force was necessary to avert the danger, and the type and amount of force was necessary, and that her beliefs were reasonable. And then they cite a previous case, so that's precedent, which is a previous case that they're using to argue that point in this particular court filing. Here's another portion where I highlighted. There are other parts of this, but I'm just giving you, the cliff notes here of what was highlighted. What the state has failed to capture and sensationalize throughout the reporting of this case is the reality and truth. The victim had consistently and through various means threatened the use of unlawful force against Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, her closest friends, her family members, all have been subjected to the victim's incessant and concerning harassment, whether that be via unsolicited calls or text messages. Johnson was continuously being threatened by the victim on her cell phone to the extent that Ms. Johnson had to block the victim's phone number. The threats from the victim were relentless, even having gone so far as to find Mrs. Johnson's grandmother's phone number, calling her grandmother, and making it clear that it was her intent to kill Ms. Johnson. Okay, so here's the portion about the order of protection. So we found an order of protection that was not served. According to them, them being Johnson and her attorney, they have something else. So maybe this is an additional filing. Order of protection against the victim in December 2024. The order of protection was granted July of 2025, a few months prior to the incident. The victim was served with the order of protection, was aware that this order of protection was placed against her. So there you go. That transcript, a copy of transcript for June 18, 2025 hearing regarding the order of protection was tendered to the court of Miss Johnson's initial detention hearing. That transcript illustrated, that was my boss. That transcript illustrated the victim's inherent aggression and hostility not only towards Ms. Johnson, but towards the court as well. The court frequently asked the victim to stop and that she was not doing anything to help her case of why Ms. Johnson needs an order against her. Hence, Ms. Johnson has indeed shown and made clear that unlawful force was threatened against her. Further, the danger of harm was imminent where Ms. Johnson reasonably believed that a danger by the victim existed and the use of force was necessary. Okay. Let's get into the day of what happened, and then I'll kind of fast forward through because there's a lot. Okay, so further, the danger of harm was imminent where Ms. Johnson reasonably believed that a danger by the victim existed and that the use of force was necessary to avert danger that the victim presented on the morning of September 8th, 2025. Hold on one second. Okay. After having spent the weekend at the residence of her 6-month-old child's father, who you know to be Carlos Smith, Ms. Johnson and Smith drove in Smith's black Mercedes to where Ms. Johnson parked her car. Footage captured from the entrance of the school showed the victim heading inside the school building with the son she shared with Smith. This was at 8:51. The victim was then seen exiting the school building at 8:53. At approximately 8:56, Smith's vehicle was captured coming from an alleyway, turning left onto State Street and turning right onto Cermak. Smith's vehicle was double parked 2 car lengths in front of Mrs. Johnson's vehicle facing westbound. In moving her child from the rear seat of Smith's SUV, Miss Johnson placed her child in the back seat of her car. 4 minutes after dropping her son off and exiting the school building at 8:57, a white Kia sedan driving eastbound on Cermak is captured on camera making a U-turn facing westbound on Cermak. The victim owned that Kia. The victim blocked Mrs. Johnson's car by double parking her white Kia on Cermak facing westbound. Now, Ms. Johnson Smith did not invite the victim over. The victim took it upon herself to approach Ms. Johnson Smith in an unsolicited manner, yelling at them saying, "I told y'all I was going to catch you." Now, that is according to a witness who apparently, and this was also captured on body camera, a witness was saying that Carlos Smith was speaking to officers on scene. And that's what was said, according to him. Carlos Smith and according to this witness. An argument ensued between Johnson and the victim. Smith noted that Miss Johnson pleaded with the victim to please leave me alone. That's Carlos's narrative of things. Notably, yes, and this is highlighted, I'm not going through all of it. Notably, yes, September 8th, 2025 was the first in-person encounter between Ms. Johnson and the victim. However, irrespective of it being the first in-person meeting between Johnson and the victim, the encounter absolutely was enough to cause Johnson to be fearful of what the victim could do to her, especially given the victim's history of violent threats against Miss Johnson. And they cite December. They cite a date and time. All right, I gotta drink some water. I think I'm a little lightheaded here. All right. Ms. Johnson reasonably believed that the use of force was necessary to avert the danger that the victim was posing to her and her child. The state has also failed to prove, this is according to Johnson's attorney, that Johnson committed the offense when improperly relying on uncorroborated witness statements that is not supported by video evidence. It goes on to say, yet the state is unsuccessful in bringing forth reliable evidence suggesting that Ms. Johnson committed the offense of first-degree murder. Essentially, there is no video evidence at all capturing the shooting, either from the pod camera at the intersection or from bus footage. Witnesses 2, 3, and 4 are all independent of each other. None of the witnesses observed the events of September 8th in its completion, and their statements are entirely inconsistent. All right. So here we go. They go on to talk about these noise-canceling feature headphones that one of the witnesses had on. and that witness's statements were inconsistent when you compare it to other witnesses' statements. And then they questioned, because that person had on their headphones, what they actually heard. They say that this witness is wearing large, thick headphones over the head. Such headphones will make it impossible to hear exactly what was being said. When other witnesses that did not have on headphones were unable to hear exactly what was being said. I'm just going through the highlighted parts here. All the evidence presented to potentially incriminate Ms. Johnson is circumstantial and cannot meet the state's burden. Where the state fails to meet its burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that the proof is evident and presumption is great, Ms. Johnson in fact committed the offenses she is being charged with. This court should release Ms. Johnson from pretrial detention. And so it goes on to say, it talks about the shots, inconsistencies with if there was a pause in between the shots or not. We also learned that according to this, Ms. Johnson was about to begin dental school and that she had a successful lash business, according to this. She is not someone who is at risk of repeating this offense against any of the witnesses, nor the community at large. Ms. Johnson is not a threat, this is according to these documents, of any person or the community, and the state will not be able to show by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Johnson poses a threat to the safety to any person or persons based on the articulable facts of this case. So it goes on to say that in fact, given that the 31-year-old mom has no background, this is the quote here, of a violent criminal history, Ms. Johnson, and then they cite a previous case, has been continuously employed up to the date of her arrest in December of 2025. She has given back to our community. Ms. Johnson was also given a level 3 in her PSA score, where detention was not recommended by pretrial in this new system. They go on to ask, Ms. Johnson could be placed on home supervision or electronic monitoring. Placing Ms. Johnson on electronic monitoring or home detention would allow the court to inspect, direct, and evaluate Ms. Johnson's compliance with the terms of her bond conditions. So that is what they're asking for. That is what their filing says. I'm not here to debate, what's true or not. That's what a lot of people on the internet like to do. You have to let this play out. This is what we've learned. I wanted to give you the update as I know it. This is all that I have at this time. Hold on one second. This is what I have at this time. Some of what they point to in this document of exhibits, I don't have those exhibits, but I just wanted to give you a clear understanding of what was filed. And we know that this will resume tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so is her attorney filed motions that you are reading? Yes, this was filed. I don't want to compromise anybody's information, so I'll make sure I do this off camera. Okay, this was filed on January 5th of this year at 3:58 in the afternoon, and this is called a motion for relief pursuant to Illinois Supreme Court Rule 604, meaning that this is a motion in which Quadajah HollyJohnson's attorney is asking that she be released from being held based on her history and also based on what they see to be as facts in the case that does not, in their opinion, show that she is without a reasonable doubt guilty of what they're charging her with, which is now 6 charges. So that is what I have. Of course, this is in part narratives from Holly, Carlos, and apparently I need to get on set, I'm being told. So let me go. But yeah, so that is what they have, including pod camera video. And that's what we got. And then we know that a bus captured some video, but not the full shooting, is what we've learned. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to give you the update. Always appreciate it. That is all that I have right now. Again, we'll have more updates to come. Stay with us. Bye.
If y'all notice, right, when you look at the girl Holly mug shot, she don't look like she was crying or nothing. She was looking like, yeah, you is exactly where you need to be. Now you can't come and mess with me and my family. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen here, bro. A lot of people probably think that girl's sick. That girl ain't sick. That girl waiting off in that county jail and waiting on her trial. And she's standing up for everything that she did. She ain't crying or none of that. She don't want to be in jail, of course, but man, she happy that she got her Mika on out the way because Mika wasn't right. And if y'all think I'm lying, man, I might as well just go on and start dying right now. Check me
I
out.
would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that didn't play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car.
Now, hopefully y'all see what I'm saying. Y'all see how the girl was speaking in that video? Man, the girl ain't have a care in the world. The girl is glad that she did what she did. That's why her and the baby daddy, they gave each other bumps on the fist like this here. Like, man, good job. Because, trust and believe me, they already knew what they wanted done to her because she was bullying them too much. They was uncomfortable everywhere they go. And I don't blame them for not moving out of the state because who is you to try to move me up out of the state? You better go on somewhere before I put something hot up off in you. And I'm just keeping it funky. I'm sorry. That's what happened. And now, look, to the family, I give my deepest condolences because I really hate to see y'all go through this, you know what I'm saying, especially the mama. And, you know, not only the mama, I'm talking about the entire family. You know what I'm saying? I know how I feel, but I just want y'all to, if y'all watching this, jump down off in my comments and answer my question. Why didn't I see y'all in none of the videos when, you know, y'all niece, y'all daughter was coming around with bets and bottles and all that kind of stuff? Why didn't I see y'all? Why didn't I hear from y'all saying nothing about her doing this to them people? Why didn't I see y'all? I didn't hear from y'all until the girl got laid to rest. I'm just saying. Now, I'm going to keep y'all updated on this here. This is just my first video. I really don't know too much. I just want to let y'all know that I'm here and I'm here to be. Do you dig me? I'm here and I'm going to keep y'all up to date on every single thing of what I think happened, what I think should happen, I can't wait till the trial start because I'm already knowing this gonna be a good trial. This is a good case, and Holly might get some money off of this case because she's really wrongly accused. Man, it's like they harassing her, bruh, because they already cut her loose. Now, why they wanna try to bring up 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 more charges on her, I don't know. They know, and we all gonna know after a while. So yeah, I'ma get on up out y'all. Yeah, on this note, man, can y'all please make sure y'all please look up Chisholm, and please make sure y'all donate to my Chisholm, and can y'all please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, and man, bang on that bell for me, and yeah, subscribe to my Chisholm, and y'all already know what time it is, don't y'all? I know y'all do. It's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, 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 it's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, deuces, deuces. Hey, hey, and I'm out of here. Let's go.
Yo, notice the people, this ain't no sequel. Eagle in the sky, coffee on the side, crown on high.
I need is 300 likes on this video. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Please hit that like button. And please make sure you donate to the channel so I can keep on bringing y'all great content. I love y'all.